Hello everyone, it's Marie and welcome to another video. So if you didn't know, I just moved to Byron Bay here in Australia, and in this video I'm just showing you everything I do in a day here, or at least what I did on this particular day, and just talking to you about my move from Melbourne to Byron. So let's go. So, first of all, if I look a mess, I've just been cycling and I had a helmet on, so I may have really bad hat hair right now. But I just thought I'd sit down for a few minutes just to kind of talk to you guys and let you know what is happening. Like, why am I in Byron Bay? So basically, as you know, we had a farm job in rural Victoria that ended and we didn't have anywhere to go, so we went to Melbourne. We just checked into our store for a week and decided what to do from there. We didn't really know where to go. We didn't really know whether the plan was to go home, back to family, but obviously right now travel isn't really a good idea during coronavirus, so we're staying in Australia. So we made the decision to leave and come up north to New South Wales because we've actually been offered loads of job opportunities up here. Now, we already knew about all the work up here before we left Melbourne, and that's why we were kind of deciding, like, do we want to stay in Melbourne and just wait out the lockdown in Melbourne, or do we want to come up to New South Wales where there's much more work and opportunity? So we took the time to apply for some jobs up here before we left, and we actually got a bunch of offers. So we just made the decision to come up here. It's also so much warmer. In Melbourne it was so cold, and I really didn't want to do another winter down at that end of the country. Honestly, it was like 10 degrees down there, and up here in Byron it's 25, 26 degrees every day. Look, I'm like wearing a jumpsuit right now, and you can go swimming. It's just so much more beautiful and peaceful up here. That's the main reason why we came. The drive took us like 2 days. We did it really quickly. It's actually a really long drive, if you can see on the map, but we did it in just 2 days. And yeah, we got to Byron and we checked into the Arts Factory Lodge hostel. I am a huge fan of that hostel. It's really lovely. I stayed there back in December and it's got a really awesome vibe. It's like a festival all year round, and it's kind of known for its reputation amongst like the alternative kind of crowd, you know, hippie crowd, if you know what I mean. And last time I was there I had a really good time. I met some really good friends, but it also is kind of a cliquey hostel. Good morning. So I just finished a run. I didn't take you out and film my run because it takes enough effort for me to go for a run as it is, let alone actually take the camera. But yeah, me and Evo always go on a run in the mornings. We try to, at least. And now we are living in Byron Bay and it's a lot warmer here and we're in more nature. We are going on runs every single day, which is amazing. We really got out of that when we lived in the city in Melbourne because it was just so cold and concrete jungle. I'm not into that kind of thing at all. I much prefer nature. So as you can see, I'm living in a teepee. It's very Byron. And yeah, I just went for a run. It was not a long one, probably about 15-20 minutes. Me and Evo just did a bunch of workouts here in the teepee. Evo's just gone for a shower and is gonna make breakfast. And in the process, I just thought I would keep on doing a bit more working out and stretching because I don't feel like I've done enough yet. So yeah, I thought I'd just film that and show you guys what I'm doing, and then I'll take you with me on my day. Let's go. So we actually left that hostel and now we're staying at Wake Up Hostel instead, which I much prefer. But when I filmed this video, we were living in the Arts Factory Lodge. So at the hostel, they have like surfboard hire and bike hire, and I took the opportunity to hire a bike while I was there. And on the first day, Evo and I did a bike ride all the way to the lighthouse from the hostel. And then the next day I decided to do it by myself and I took you with me on that day. So let's just get into the vlog. Hello everyone, it's Marie and welcome to another video. So today I'm taking you out to the lighthouse. Evo and I actually did this exact same thing yesterday. We both rented bikes together and we took a cycle up to the lighthouse. Pretty much everything I'm doing today we did yesterday, but today Evo wanted a computer day, so I decided to come out on my own, and I actually prefer to film videos when I'm by myself. So without further ado, let's get on with the day. So I finally made it almost to the top. The lighthouse is just behind me. You probably can't see it, but I can see it. It's just there. This is quite a steep hill to come up, especially on bike, and this is not the greatest bike. It has absolutely no gears, especially since I did this yesterday as well. So I'm quite proud of myself for cycling up here 2 days running, and also doing a run this morning and yesterday morning. I think I did pretty good. Okay, let's get going. I'm just at one of the lookout points here from the lighthouse. I'm taking like a little bit of the walk around. Normally you can walk to the lighthouse along the coast, but obviously because I cycled, I couldn't do this walk. So I'm just taking a little bit of the walk because the scenery is so beautiful. I think walking to the lighthouse is much better than cycling, but cycling is a lot quicker. But it's a lovely walk, so I'm taking a little bit of the walk just for the views. Yesterday when I was here, even when I saw a school of dolphins, we saw a sea turtle and also a shark just down there. Dolphins were like over that way. I haven't actually seen any today. I think that Evo is a lot better at spotting things than me. Like, I can look at the water, but I can't really spot like little things when they're swimming around, if you know what I mean, whereas Evo immediately just like saw the turtle yesterday. I was like, oh, it's a turtle, and he was the one that spotted the shark as well, and actually he spotted the dolphins as well, so clearly I'm not very observant. So maybe there are some around right now, but I just haven't spotted them. But yeah, I saw some yesterday. It would have been nice to see some today, but this is a really good place to come for spotting dolphins and also whales, because this is the most eastern point of Australia. I'll show you the sign in a minute, but this is the most eastern point. So this is the best place to watch whales as they're emigrating from like Antarctica down, so it's warmer, so they're going north, and this is a point where they'll go past, and this is around the right time. You normally see them between May and like August, like during the winter months, so I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky and see some whales going past at some point as well. If it wasn't locked down, obviously, I could probably go on a tour and actually see some dolphins and whales up close. That would be so cool. Yeah, right now it's locked down. But today the Prime Minister did talk about easing up restrictions, which means you can now have up to 10 people meeting in one place. So small groups of people. You can have family over to your house and friends over to your house. You can have small social gatherings, which is nice. All the malls and retail stores are opening up. Here in Byron Bay, people are still swimming and surfing, and the police are okay with that as long as you're not in big groups, as long as it's just 1 or 2 of you. Yeah, you can surf, you can swim, you can go for runs and cycles, and some of the clothing stores are still open, some aren't, but I personally haven't gone shopping for anything other than groceries in this time. But I think as of today, a lot of more retail stores will be opening up, and some food outlets will be allowing up to 10 people to sit inside, I'm pretty sure. In terms of here in Australia, it's definitely not as bad as it has been in other parts of the world. Like, I know back in Europe it's been quite bad, but Australia is such a large country with such a small population, so it's not really gotten that bad. There's not really been that many deaths or that many cases even, and they seem to have controlled it quite easily, quite quickly. Obviously with it being an island, I think that helps, and the borders did close reasonably early, so yeah, it's really nice to see that things are almost getting back to normal. They're not yet, but they're getting there, so that's really nice to see. And yeah, I feel like in terms of being in lockdown, being in Byron Bay definitely isn't the worst place you can be. It's really beautiful here. So yeah, anyway, let's continue with the day. Here we go. Most easterly point of Australian mainland. What is that? I just love this area so much, so beautiful. Okay, so please excuse the mess of my hair right now. It's very windy down by the sea. So basically I cycled down from the lighthouse and I had a little bit of time, so I decided to just go walk along the ocean for a few minutes. It's pretty quiet now because it's a bit later. It's like getting on for 4:30 p.m. now. It's a bit cold, but there's a lot of people out kite skiing. Didn't know that kite skiing was a thing at this particular part of the beach, but it seems to be. And there was a lot of surfing earlier and still some people swimming, but for the most part it's pretty quiet now. It was really nice to take a walk along the ocean to finish off my bike ride. enjoy?
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
We live in a really cool place. It's like music and fairy lights. So I don't know if I properly ended that vlog, but basically that summarizes the day in Byron. I really enjoyed renting bikes and cycling to the lighthouse. It's a really nice bit of exercise, and the lighthouse is really lovely, and there's a really beautiful like peninsula walk you can do around there, and it was just really lovely, so I'm really glad I did it. And yeah, I'm glad you could come along with me and see it. If you've never been to Byron Bay, I definitely recommend it. If you're ever in Australia and you're backpacking through, definitely take the time to come here. Honestly, if I could live here my whole life, I would. It's a really beautiful place, and yeah, it's just one of them places I like to come when I just want a little bit of time out and just to chill and some downtime. So I just wanted to give a quick update on the lockdown thing. So basically, Australia has never been like a full-on level 4 lockdown. We've always been level 3. So we've always kind of had unlimited access to take walks and exercise and stuff like that. And I actually think that I'm kind of lucky because I missed the main bulk of the lockdown. When I was living on the dairy farm, that's when everything was like really chaotic and locked down and really strict. And then when I left the dairy farm, I think things were just loosening up. Just a couple of weeks later, everything opened up. And now here in Byron Bay, actually all the shops are open and all the restaurants are open. You can sit inside cafes now. There is still some social distancing in place, like in the supermarkets, you're still supposed to stand like so many meters away from people, but people have definitely relaxed a lot ever since now. In fact, now even at the supermarket, the checkouts have opened up so you can stand next to each other now, because they used to have it like every other checkout would be closed, but now they're all open. So that's kind of cool. People are like surfing now and swimming, and it's much more lively. You can sit inside now to have food. You can go retail shopping for leisure. It doesn't always have to be essential now, and yeah, everything is just much more relaxed. You can go visit friends and family now. You can sit in groups in the park, go to the beach with friends. Like, it's actually really relaxed. There are still some things like nightclubs are shut, and there are still some things that are kind of closed, but for the most part life's feeling normal again. So let's just fingers crossed that it all stays good and that there isn't like a big second wave or whatever, and yeah, everything stays good. I think that we're lucky being in Australia because there's a very small population in such a big country, if that makes sense, like 25 or 24 million in like a huge land. So I think that really helps, and it's also kind of warm. In some parts of Australia is always warm, and I think that really helps too. So anyway, that was just my update for moving to Byron. I hope you enjoy these vlogs. I have been in Byron now for 3 weeks, and I think I'm going to be staying here for a while until I find another job. So definitely keep an eye out for more Byron Bay style videos, like shopping hauls and just a day out and surfing and stuff, because I absolutely love it here and I want to start recording more of my time here. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to end this video. Please give me a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to see more videos about traveling and living in Australia, and yeah, being location independent and nomadic, because that's pretty much what my life's been for a while now. So yeah, without further ado, I'll end this here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.